Chairman, Director of Great Step Initiative, a refugee-led community-based organization here in Adagongwan Refugee Settlement, Boja, Cross River State. Our mission is to prepare a better living environment for refugees and host community members, most especially women, girls, and children who were forced to flee and mostly being affected during the conflict, empowering these vulnerable women and girls through education and vocational training. Protection is not just their moral right, but building a foundation of peace, integration, development, and coexistence. Our activities are as follows: mental health and psychosocial support, gender-based violence, child protection and education, and preventive health and sanitation. Our values are professionalism, integrity, diversity, and inclusion.
My name is Ella Esther. I'm the Chief Responsibility Officer of Dazzle Empowerment Initiative, a women-led organization with our head office in Okoja, Cross River State. Our mission is to promote a society where talents can be commercialized, dependency reduced through our mindset orientation program, peer mentoring, and skill acquisition programs. Our core values are integrity, accountability, diversity, and inclusion.
Salaam alaikum. My name is Sandra Obo, Preventive Health Officer at Three Step Initiative. The girls we work with, the young girls and women of the Cameroon refugee communities across 4 states: Cross River, Benue, Taraba, and Akwa Ibom. For the purpose of this project, we'll be implementing in Cross River and Taraba states because of their high population refugee. The group of girls include survivors of GBV, teenage mothers, adolescent girls, young women in junior and secondary school, less privileged, orphans, girls with special needs. Some of the challenges they face include early and forced marriage, child marriage, teenage pregnancy, gender inequality, female disinheritance, gender-based violence, including sexual, domestic, and physical violence, limited right for female-headed households to acquire land, limited livelihood opportunities, street kids, lack of sanitary, sexual exploitation and abuse by teachers, survival and transitional sex. Great Step Initiative and Dazzle Empowerment Initiative have been engaging the young girls and women within the refugee settlement and host communities to improve their life and make them self-reliant and help them live a dignified life. Some of the impacts for 2 years include improved access to information and management of menstrual hygiene among secondary school girls through provision of IEC materials on menstrual hygiene management. Improve school enrollment and reduce absenteeism of school girls in secondary school in refugee setting, resulting from engaging with community leaders, parents, during community and establishment of menstrual hygiene clubs and safe space in schools and communities. Reduce negative coping mechanism among girls and young women due to increase in sensitization and psychosocial support activities, singing, dancing, sports. Rehabilitation and empowerment for girls and young women with vocational skills. Increase motivation for young girls to go to school for provision of school materials such as notebooks, pencil, pen for secondary schools. Increase self-confidence and personal hygiene from provision of reusable and disposable sanitary pads for girls of reproductive age. Strengthen services for girls with specific needs including unaccompanied and separated children and those living with disabilities. Increased targeted support provided for vulnerable girls and young women, including food and non-food items, educational materials, and mentorship programs. Improve skills of digital and IT skills for training girls on digital marketing conducted for girls and young women. Improve decision-making skills for innovative mentorship program for girls and young women. Increase re-enrollment of teenage mothers out of school girls in schools and provision of catch-up on classes and for sensitization and awareness raising conducted. Reduce incidence of child marriage among adolescent girls from sensitization and mentorship of importance of girls' child education. Increased numbers of girls in the STEM field for sensitization of the importance of the STEM field for girls. Reduce incidence of teenage pregnancy and increase school enrollment for young girls, women for peer-to-peer mentorship, mentoring, sensitization for girls' education and health effects.
My name is Stephanie Obi. I'm the Protection Officer. How we intend to use this funding is to support our organization and, of course, to implement projects. We intend to use funding also to support girls and young women to complete 12 years of education through the following. Keep girls learning through provision of school materials, particularly for unaccompanied and separated children, orphans, girls living with disability, girls living with specific needs, teenage mothers, and out-of-school girls. We enroll the same category of girls and provide catch-up lessons for them for all those who missed classes and for school dropouts during the COVID-19 lockdown. Great Step Initiative is the right organization to implement this project because this project is targeted towards refugees and host communities with 80% to 20%. As a refugee-led organization, we understand the diversity and culture of the Cameroonian refugees, and for the host community, we are partnering with the national woman-led organization, Dazzle's Empowerment Initiative, and the Ministry of Education for the state. Great Step Initiative is located within the refugee settlements. Our volunteers and staff members are the refugees and members of the host communities, coupled with our past activities which was targeted towards women and girls empowerment. Our presence within the settlement provides the refugees access to make their complaints and receive support. Also, with 60% women in leadership and decision-making positions, and as the winner of the UNHCR Innovation Award on COVID-19 2020 for West and Central Africa, this has positioned us as the right organization for implementing this project, including strengthening relationship between our organization and the government.
Number 6, our long-term vision is to ensure that our most vulnerable girls, refugees, orphanage who drop out of school are re-enrolled back to school to get quality education, character mold, and self-worth regained. We intend to do this forward by promoting quality education for refugees and host community girls, aiding them in their recovery to a state of mental and physical health, thus inspiring hope and contributing to well-being. Strengthening of government existing structures and working education ministries at the local and state level. Engaging and partnering with civil society organizations, including the national-led organization Dazzle Empowerment Initiative, at the local government level to ensure sustainability and ownership. Providing capacity building and conducting of workshops on the program for government agencies, including Ministry of Welfare and Social Development, National Mission for Refugees, Migrants, and Internally Placed Persons, State Emergency Management Agency, Ministry of Education, and other education bodies within the state, and ensuring that UNHCR is in partnership with all of our programs and activities.
On behalf of our team, we thank you very much for listening.